Stand by for So What You're Saying Is, the talk show for the easily offended, with your host, Walter Sinclair.
Hello and welcome to the show. Let's start tonight's discussion by introducing our guests. First is Pamela O'Hara, an unwed mother of 2 children.
Oh, so what you're saying is that as a single mother, I'm a bad parent. That my children are deprived because they don't have the traditional mother and father. That I'm unfit to raise my own kids. Okay.
Pamela, I said nothing of the sort.
Liar, you said unwed. That's the same as saying unfit.
I don't think it's the same thing.
Unwed, unfit, unwed, unfit, unwed, unfit.
I'll tell you what, while Pamela's trying to sort out her feelings, let me introduce Al Conrad. Al is an extreme right-winger with connections to the NRA, the Ku Klux Klan, and the Nazi Party.
Oh, so what you're saying is that I'm a gun nut, I hate minorities, and I believe in fascism.
Al, you know, I'm reading from the introduction card that you filled out here.
Yeah, but it's the way you read it. I mean, come on, you put that whole liberal tree-hugging inflection on it.
You're right. You caught me there. I'll have to watch that. Next to Al is Kip Longley, who, to be quite honest about it, is just a total space cadet who smokes tons of pot.
Whoa, man. Man, you're making it sound like I'm a total space cadet who smokes tons of pot.
You're right. That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right. Thanks, man.
You bet. Also with us tonight is Esther Rosenstein.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering how long it would be before the Jew labeling started.
What are you talking about? That's your name, Esther Rosenstein.
Oh, so what you're saying is that I'm just a money-grubbing Jewish princess. Why don't you just say it?
Okay, all right, fine. Let's move on quickly to our last guest, who, to protect myself from any charges of inference or prejudice, I will not classify by name, position, or description of any sort, so that no one can accuse me of saying anything I haven't said.
Racist! So what you're saying is that the minority not only gets introduced last, even then he will remain invisible to the white oppressive media establishment that you so typically represent.
Okay, you win. Are you happy? This is Edgar Thomas, everybody.
No. It's much too late for that. You should have thought of that about 200 years ago when your ancestors brought my ancestors over for a surprise cotton-picking party.
Look, if you're through, why don't we get started with tonight's discussion?
Oh, I see. What Whitey is saying is that it's time for him to talk and me to become the invisible man. Well, you know, I'd love to stay, but I got some shoes to be shining.
Yeah, and I've got to go and count some money.
Hey, you know what? I've got to go be a guest on KBI Radio.
I guess I better go home to my neglected kids and tell them they have no future because Mommy won't shack up with just any old bastard off the street.
Well, Kip, tell us, what does it feel like to be a complete waste of space?
Whoa. Well, now you're making it sound like I'm just a complete waste of space.
Right again, Kip.
All right, that's cool.
All right, good. Well, I guess that's it for this week. Join us again next week when, for the first time in the show's history, we'll try to get past the introductions. We'll see you then.